Welcome back to Evolving Together Now. And if this is your first time, well, welcome. Today's episode is called Encircled by Evolution. And as always, if you like what you hear, subscribe and tell your friends. I mentioned previously that I had joined the Franciscan Sisters of Little Falls, Minnesota at age 33, and how Sister Carla asking us to see strawberries and all creation with new eyes as sacred, that was a radical shift for me. Well, that is only one example of what my 6 years with the sisters taught me and meant to me. It is those women that just deepened and expanded in such a new way my understanding of God, of humanity, of love, of justice, of what it is to live simply, of the universe, and also the courage to question and be a source of healing for whatever keeps us separate from one another. I am here now, this week, 26 years later, co-leading a retreat with Sister Addie about how we each participate in the universe's unfolding story of potential and creativity, change, abundance, and love. Because the universe's story is our story. Some of the sisters making the retreat this week are 85, 90, 97. Imagine still wanting to explore and embrace your connection to the universe, not only for your own well-being, but also the well-being of the earth. It's quite amazing to be here with them. I've also mentioned how important images and symbols are. They imprint meaning in our brains and our hearts, so it matters that they be inspiring and enlivening. For this retreat, we created a spiral image on the floor of our 13.7 billion year history to help us know and relate to all the more fully the universe story of our own lives, to see it and touch it and even walk it. I invite you for the next few minutes to let your own mind and heart be encircled as we honor some of the milestones that made life possible, including life of the human species possible. Imagine the universe beginning like this. Often referred to as the Big Bang, cosmologist Brian Swimme calls it the Great Flaring Forth. And it isn't an event in time, but rather time began with the birth of existence. And this energy of potential and creativity is a condition of every moment, past, present, future. 4.5 billion years ago, Sun was born, which led to planets, our own Milky Way, and Earth. And Earth brought forth an atmosphere, oceans, and continents. Just before 2 billion years ago, oxygen, and of course we know how important oxygen is to our life, but then it was wreaking havoc on cells, making their food inedible, attacking membranes, attacking DNA. It was a catastrophe until a certain bacterium, Prospero, somehow miraculously knew how to deal with oxygen. And not only that, but Prospero created respiration. We would not be here without Prospero. 500 million years ago, the first heroes to venture onto land were plants. In particular, the naked seed organism. Trees no longer needed a moist surface to reproduce. So now bringing the male and female gamete together to make seeds. So having fully mastered gravity and aridity, and it would be on land now, seeds blossomed into forests. 9 million years ago, gorilla. 4.5 million years ago, chimpanzee. 2.6 million years ago, first humans. And 40,000 years ago, modern Homo sapiens. Human species among many species. In closing, I invite you to look at your hands. Our hands are at least 13.7 billion years old. It took that long for such a marvelous part of creation to develop. Everything since the beginning has shaped our hands. Protons from the primal fireball. Atoms in our hands from the vast clouds that burst into stars. Every atom of our hands was there when the earth was born. All that has happened in the story of the universe is in our hands. Bacteria, worms, mammals, everything. Incredible, isn't it? At this time in history, maybe more than ever, I don't know, but at this time, the universe needs our hands, just as we need the 13.7 billion years of potential and creativity in order for our Earth to remain vital and viable. Thank you for watching today. I look forward to seeing you next time as we continue to look at how our life experiences and current events look at that through the lens of our shared universe story. Remember, if you like what you heard or you're just darn curious, subscribe and tell your friends.